Being queen can only last, one lifetime. Like, what's plan B? And I think I'd love to, because I think I can improvise with anybody. I'm trained in that, and so I'd like to really, give her the opportunity and not just leave it all up to, Meghan Markle. She can't be the only actor in the royal family. Can't promise I'll get any right, but I'll try. Let's do it.
I have no idea.
I guess it's true.
I think he did a residency in Las Vegas at some point in a sketch group, and Blue Man Group is... I would also imagine that would be a dream of his, so yeah.
He would look great in that colour as well, so of all colours it would be blue, yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that it's true.
I can imagine that it's true because he is a bit of a lunatic, multi-talented annoyance.
Yes!
That's brilliant!
He was not feeling confident in anything except being a drummer at the time.
I'm going to say no. Yeah, I don't think that's true.
I think that's false.
I think it's false, because I think if your cousin was Benedict Cumberbatch, that would be the first thing you said when you met people.
He's cool, Brendan, but he would have definitely led with that, because that would be the coolest thing about him, really. I don't think that's true.
Hi, I'm Brendan, my cousin's Benedict Cumberbatch. It didn't happen, so...
I would love that to be true. I don't think it is.
That's not true. That's not, and I know that because I've known Brendan for 25 years, and I guarantee you he would have told me about his, very talented, very charming cousin if he had one.
I would love to see them in a scene together. Oh my god, that would be brilliant.
I don't believe that's true because I feel like why don't I? Because I know he's a great musician and big into music, and I'd hate to think that God gave him that much talent.
Oh, that's got to be true, 100%.
It sounds quite Jeremy. I'd say true. I'm going to say true just because even if it's wrong, that's a great lie. I have to ask him about that.
Well then, I can't wait to use that if we get a second season. Okay, noted.
He seems like he lives entirely with puppets.
This is pre-COVID-19, right?
No, he does not. I've been in the toilet with him. I'm joking.
Is that anosmia? He's got anosmia.
True, yes, very true, because if there was ever like anything in the air, he was like, is that me? It's like, no, you are fragrant and perfect.
True. True. Shame.
I know it to be true because she's brilliant in it, yeah.
She's the lady who says shame, shame, shame.
It's funny because when I saw her and then when I met her, I was like, that doesn't really, or when I, in sex education as well, I mean, she's so beautiful and such a brilliant personality, so like effervescent, and you see her in Game of Thrones, you're like, I do not want to meet that person, but she's a good actor. She's a good actor.
I would say yes, but that's because I think Brett has a fear of a lot of things.
Knowing Brett Goldstein, 100%.
Okay, all right. Well, still, I stand by him being, afraid of, monsters.
Damn it! I would have really liked that to have been true.
It sounds good, but if he already lives with puppets, I don't think he's got time for geese.
Oh, listen, Brett, come on.
I'll go with false just to mix it up a bit. Boy, again, it just sounds so very credible. I'm gonna go with true. And he feeds the puppets to the geese.
If 3 is considered a flock, then I would say, yeah, he probably does have a flock of geese.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't have 3. I just mean... has he got an army of geese? No.
I reckon that's true.
That's true. That's true. And I know that's true because I do too, and we talk magic all the time.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I know it to be true.
Oh, I don't think that's true, but only because he's a Brit, and I feel like Philadelphia is just too American of a city to have a British child named after it.
Absolutely false. False.
Yeah. No, he's too smooth to be named after a cream cheese. Although I guess if there's going to be named after any cheese, that's the one to be if you're going to be smooth. So anyway. There's nothing quite like being in a group of people, you know, and trying to execute a day's work with all the pitfalls and problems that pop up, whether it be rain, whether it be the way you feel yourself, whether it be, you know, oh, that door isn't where we thought it was going to be, and solving those problems.
We had so many rewrites. And it all felt like it was coming my way, like chunks of monologue. And because she's, you know, she just like spits words out.
Instead of saying burner phone, you said boner phone because you were so tired. And it's one of the few times I've fallen to my knees with laughter.
I was always a little bit on a wing and a prayer, and that's a prime example of it. I didn't even notice I'd said it, and he was just like...
Phil had to spill what was cold soup in real life, but had to be hot soup on his nipple. I think was a moment that we all really enjoyed, wasn't it?
Yeah, that went on entirely too long.
But it never got old, I didn't think.
Brett was too aroused, but I think that was the problem.
It was hard to get through a take.
And there was the subsequent ice cube that went on there as well. I mean, that was particularly exciting for everyone. No, it's hard to aim soup. Yeah, it's hard.
What a day! What a day!
And sometimes I was like, Jason, am I really going to say this to him? Like, I think I called him an effing at one point. And I was like, Jason Sudeikis. And he was like, no, he deserves it. I'm like, okay, you're the boss, you're standing here, you've written it.
We want to get the Queen in there. I think it's about time the Queen, you know, looked at, you know, her next phase, next career. You know, being Queen can only last, you know, one lifetime. Like, what's plan B? You know, and I think I'd love to, you know, because I think I can improvise with anybody. You know, I'm trained in that, and so I'd like to really, you know, give her the opportunity and not just leave it all up to, you know, Meghan Markle. She can't be the only actor in the royal family. You know, I'm gonna try that.
I'd like Judi Dench to play my mother.
I would like to learn that Ted's father is actually Michael Caine.
Beyonce, definitely, well, for one, started, of course. Lizzo, I'd love Lizzo to come in.
Great shout.
Yeah, she's the dream.
Can I have Michelle Pfeiffer?
Snoop Dogg.
And do you know, is he playing football?
Oh my god! If you guys saw his Instagram post, somebody sent it to me during Corona, where he just steps out to his car to listen to the song from Frozen, which obviously Hannah sings in the show, and it's one of the best videos I've been sent in lockdown. He's just so into it. It's so great.
This is perfect. Anybody that wants to try their hand at acting, with no better place than Ted Lasso season 2.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, we actually had a gym session together, didn't we, Brett?
We did. Yeah, when we were shooting away somewhere, and we had a workout together. I mean, we got very close. There's nothing stranger than two men working out together. What's your moves?
First day that I had a topless scene working out in the gym, because obviously you go topless if you're in the gym. Jamie Tartt certainly does. Literally, for some reason that day they served pies, like literal pies, and I was like, I'll have 2 of them. And then obviously they're like, right, so you good to get your top off now? They had to draw abs on for me. They literally had to like shade them in.
I remember the scene where not only did you have to be topless, where I come over to your apartment and you're in your tight whities. Got some good pictures from that day of you posing like a Grecian god and me being like, yeah.
Yeah, like Grecian goddess, yeah.
I would love to be in the Jurassic World film, so yeah, sure, put me on them. I do think that Colin, is it Trevorrow? Is that how you pronounce his surname? Has come to see me as Mr. Swallow before, so you know, maybe it'll happen one day.
Yes, I mean, we were surprised how much people liked the commercial. So much so that we got to make a second one. And then, yeah, I mean, there was no bigger realization of like how much this character resonated with people than I live in New York, and I'd go see the U.S. Open whenever it's being, you know, played, the tennis tournament. And I remember being there with my buddy John. We would go every year and just, you know, get drunk on champagne and watch people play and have a good time. And I remember looking down the row and seeing Tony Parker, who was at that point the point guard for the San Antonio Spurs, and Terry Henry like look down at us and look down at me and like wave enthusiastically. And I'm like, how the hell do they know who I am? And then, you know, in between a game, we get up and we're, you know, grabbing something, you know, another drink, and they both come up and they're just like, we love Ted Lasso. and I was like, whoa. Like, I felt like the coolest I've ever felt in my life to have two, like, such, you know, sweet guys, but also two brilliant athletes, like at the top of their game, you know, in so many aspects, you know, respond to that way. That, yeah, truly surprised. And then with the show, yeah, I hope people dig it once they see it. Hopefully we don't let them down.